guys, it is VHS Mania Man here, and I am back for yet another VHS update video today. This is a a massive VHS update for March 29th, 2022. So that thrift store where I bought 31 tapes I returned to, and I got 21 tapes from there. Not as much as, whatchamacallit, last time I went there when I got 31, but I still got a lot. And then I went to an antique store, and I got 5 different tapes. So I'll start off with the ones that I got from the antique store. So the first one I got here is Saturday Funny's Kid Flicks Greatest Hits. Now I did, this was a sealed copy, and I did take a look through this, and as you see right here, the Porky Pig case is missing. Well, as you're going to see in this photo right here, what am I trying to say? The case is literally covered in what looked like mold. So I literally just threw the case out, and then I just wiped it down I just wiped the tape down with a bunch of like Clorox and stuff. The Mighty Mouse film strip isn't doing too well either, but Casper is perfectly fine. So here's that Porky Pig tape. It looks perfectly fine though, and I'm pretty sure all these tapes are public domain ones. The film strip looks fine on that one. The film strip also looks fine on this one. It's Mighty Mouse that's got an issue, and I don't think I will be able to play it in my VCR. By the way, excuse me for putting down the camera. These tapes are really hard to get out. Film strip looks fine. Now we get to the real issue. The VHS of Mighty Mouse. This has some awful looking film strip. I asked some people in a VHS Discord that I'm in, like what could be the problem with the film strip on this, and yeah, this one's like the hardest to get out. People did say it was potentially water damage to the film strip, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, it does not look good. Not good at all. So it may look a little fine at first. It's just a little dirty spots, but it seems fine at first. But look what happens when I open this up. Yikes. Look at that. That is disgusting. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to put this in my VCR at all. So yeah. That is not good. Aside from that, though, this update's perfectly fine. Alright, now these next 4 tapes are just like in the single slipcover copies. The first one here is South Pacific. This is a very old movie from like the 50s. Week in year code is the 45th week of 1990, and it looks like it's on a Scotch VHS. That's really cool. Next is Dirty Dancing. My mom really likes this movie. And the sticker label fell off, as you can see. This tape does not have a print date or week and year code. I don't know where the sticker label went, but whatever. Next is Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. I really like this movie. I finally got this on VHS. I'd probably say I prefer it over the original Home Alone movie, although the original Home Alone movie is really good. 27th week of 1993. Lastly, for the antique store tapes is Con Air. I was going to get Risky Business instead of this, but moms being moms, am I right? Print date is April 23rd, 1998. Is this a Michael Bay movie? No, it's Simon West. Okay. Next are the tapes that I got from the thrift store. Like I said, there are 21 of these. So here we go. The first tape is Small Soldiers. I've heard this movie's pretty good, so I figured I'd get it and check it out for myself. Print date is October 27th, 1998. Next is Rudolph and the Island of the Misfit Toys. I think I've heard of this one before. I see it's a good times tape, so we know what's going to be at the end of this. This tape does not have a print date or week and year code. Next is Ants. I've heard this one's also pretty good, so I figured I'd get it. Excuse me. Print date is December 4th, 2003. And apparently this was the first animated film produced by DreamWorks. All the more reason to buy it. Alright, next I got a Cartoon Classics VHS. I know, because it says right there. It's in like an empty clamshell copy, though. Oh, geez. Hang on a sec. I'm going to set this down so I can open this up. There we go. Looks fine, just like the last one. And it is a public domain tape, as you can see. But there is not a print date or week and year code. What's the film strip look like? It looks fine. Alright. This one off to the side here. Next I got Wayne's World. My dad really likes this movie, so I figured I'd buy it and see how it is. I've heard this one is very good. 24th week of 1992. Is this a McDonald's print? No, it's not. Okay. I do have a McDonald's VHS, though, which will be the last one I show off. Next is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. I really enjoy this movie. June 10th, 2002. Next is Philadelphia. I'm really excited to check out this movie. I've heard this one's really good. Third week of 1995. Next, I got probably the longest movie in Hollywood history, which is Cleopatra. This is 4 hours and 6 minutes long. Yes, you heard me correctly. Look at this. 246 minutes, which is basically 4 hours and 6 minutes. Here's tape 1. Oh, no, wait. This is tape 1. They put it below tape 2 for some reason. Oh, the lens right here looks kind of bendy. No print date or week and year code on this. And then now we get to tape 2. No print date or week and year code on this. Oh, that's cool. It like has little dividers inside of here. Like, take a look at this. It has a little divider right there. You don't see that on two tape sets often. Next is A Star Is Born. Some old Hollywood movie, I assume. It is an SLP tape. Well, it has to be. Because it says approximately almost 2 hours long. That does not look like 2 hours in SP mode. It looks like 40 minutes, which would mean this is an SLP tape, so. Oh, wow, this is a. Hang on a sec. Get down there. Alright, there we go. Next is another movie I'm really excited to check out, Groundhog Day. I've heard this one's pretty good. Uh, 40th week of 1995. Next is a VHS called a movie called Days of Thunder. A lot of these movies I'm getting, I've heard are really, really good. Especially the Lord of the Rings movie. '38th week of 1998. Hang on a sec. Next is Home Alone. One of my favorite Christmas movies ever. And I do now have the first and the second movie, both on VHS and DVD. Excuse me, I just had french fries in a restaurant earlier. 21st week of 1991. Next is Rudy. I've heard this one's also really good. Next, week in year code is the 40th week of 1998. So this is a 1998 reprint. Next is Twister. I haven't seen this movie in a few years, but I'm really excited to watch it again. I know this one's really cool. And it's really good, too. August 15th, 1996. Next is, I have to assume this has something at the end. Just from the way it looks and when it was produced and all that. It's called, The First Christmas. And as you can see from the characters here, this is a Rankin Bass movie. And this comes in like a little book box, sort of. This has to have something, you'd think. There is not a printed or week in year code. Alright, we got 6 tapes left. The first of these 6 is Lethal Weapon. I've heard this one's good. I have Lethal Weapon 4, I just don't have the first 3. That is until I have the first one now. I do not see a printed or week in year code, and this is also produced on a Scotch VHS. Next is Die Hard 2. I was looking for the first Die Hard there, but I didn't see it. I will try and look for the first Die Hard movie. Then once I'm watched, I can't speak today. Then once I've watched that, I can watch this movie. 23rd week of 1998. Yet again, another 1998 reprint. Next is A Beautiful Mind. I've heard this one's amazing, and as you saw, it has won Best Picture. Right there. '20th week of 2002. The awards edition. Interesting. Next is a tape that I saw that I just had to get. 1992 Winter Olympics highlights video. How cool is this? You don't see this every day in a store. '14th week of 1992. Next is a movie I've been wanting to see for a little while now, The Day After Tomorrow. I do have this on DVD, but I figured since I saw it there on VHS. I also saw it there last time I was there, but figured I'd get it this time. Oh, jeez. I don't see a print date or week and year code on this. I do see printings on here, but they're, like, very hard to see. And last one, that McDonald's tape that I was mentioning is none other than Ghost. Right there, McDonald's. I love how they've 29th week in 1993. I love how McDonald's is like sold or gave out tapes back in the day. That's cool. So yeah, that is it for this VHS update for March 29th, 2022. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.